I have 13 people coming for graduation, including my brothers, sisters, nieces, nephews, and everything. And college degree for me means that all of them have the opportunity to learn from that and to see that I did it, so can they. And not just from them, but everyone from my community and communities alike. We're trailblazers in the sense that we've done it. So I like to think that because we've done it, we can tell the narrative that there's no excuse for you. There's no reason why you can't do this. The odds are against you. All the statistics say you can't do it, and you have a lot of people hoping you fail, and you won't because there's no reason for you to fail. You have everything else everyone else at these schools have, and there's no reason you can't live up to the same potential that they hold themselves to.
Every person that I meet, every student that we interviewed for the student board this year, they all said the same thing. They all said GSP has done so much to me. This is the only thing I can give back right now. But everyone is so eager to give back. Everyone is so eager to help. And that just goes to speak to the large impact that I think the Georgetown Scholarship Program has had on the experience of over 650 undergraduates now, which is incredible. That's a huge impact.
I feel like I chose Georgetown specifically because of the Georgetown Scholarship Program, because I got one financial package like earlier, and Georgetown was maybe $30,000 less than everything else. And so it was really between like Middlebury and UVA, and it was probably going to be Middlebury. And then maybe like 5 weeks later, we get this thing, hi, you've been accepted to Georgetown Scholarship Program. And I was like, what is this? And then we open it up, and I was like, wow, like that's just, I guess, of my first, I don't know. It was just interesting. Like, they didn't really know me, but yet they still gave me even more than Georgetown University gave me. And I guess that just showed me that this like program had more faith in, like a lot of faith in me. I really have to thank the Georgetown Scholarship Program for, I guess, giving me the opportunity to come to Georgetown. So.
Somehow, I'm not sure how, it all worked out. And the financial aid came in, which was crazy. I still remember the day that so we were on campus visiting. I stepped onto campus, and I remember the first time. I was like, this is it. And I was like, you haven't even seen any of it. And I was like, no, this is it. Saw like the front lawn and everything, and everyone walking around. I thought, this is where I belong. And then I remember we went to the financial aid office. We hadn't yet received our financial aid package. And I was like, I'm not going to get my hopes up yet. I'm going to wait and see what happens. And then they came out like, oh, yeah, we have your award letter. Actually, we sent it to your house. It should be coming soon. But do you want to see it here now? And Mom was like, yes, of course. And we went in, and my mom, once she saw it, she just started crying. And I was like, oh, my gosh, this is so embarrassing. It was like this dual, like, excitement and embarrassment. I guess I was just 4 years younger than now. And since then, it's just been a dream come true, actually. 4 years later, it feels like it was just yesterday that I was just stepping on the front lawn, falling in love with it. So you felt more
at home here?
I feel much more at home here.
Did the scholarship award come with the letter?
Oh, I mean, when I applied early action, I didn't get the scholarship award, but I accepted before I got the scholarship award, and it was one of those things, we'll make it happen somehow. We were prepared sort of to take on the burden of massive debt, and my parents were like, if this is what you really want, go for it, but it is going to be something that you're going to carry and will impact your life after graduation. And I said, I love Georgetown enough that I'm willing to do that, but thank God the Georgetown Scholarship, that GSP letter came in March, April, I think, and that was just like, oh my gosh, who sort of like smiled down upon us, like make that happen, because we opened it and we're like, wow, there's hope after all, I suppose. It was one of those things. And, we got that booklet with all the student information and all the programs available. And I was like, wow, there's like a structure in this involved, and like there's things, and I won't be alone, and there'll be other people. And that was exciting.
So between the financial aid and the thought that there was really going to be a community of support for you, that helped.
Exactly. I mean, that's what everyone's afraid of when they start college. Is are people going to like me? Am I going to be alone? Am I going to make friends? And
how will I survive?
Exactly. Like how will I eat? What will I make myself? I don't know how to cook. And then like having this like network of people and like built in through GSP is just like who gets that? I feel like I'm like one of the luckiest incoming freshmen ever to have that kind of program already there.
My first interaction with it was through PEP, which is a pre-orientation program, as you know, that Mirza and I both did, and that's how we met also. And I just remember I took a red-eye flight by myself with my 2 suitcases, and I remember being at the front gates in tears because I had no idea where to go. And I remember calling Christine and being like, because in the emails, she was like, give me a call if you're lost or anything. But people put that all the time, and you're just really, should you call? Like, is that real helpful? Are they just saying that type of thing? And I called her, and she was like, don't worry, stay where you are. I'm going to have a mentor come get you. Don't move. And I was just like, okay. And then here I am, tired from my flight, tears running down my face. And then here runs up my mentors, just grabbing my bags and taking me to check-in, took all my bags to my room for me. And that was kind of my first, they really are here for you in such a personal way. And that's been my experience all the 4 years I've been here.
Well, initially, Georgetown sent me the package, and I had a loan. And I was just already putting the letter to the side. And then they resend my financial aid package, adding the Georgetown Scholarship Program. And I was just like, okay, now this is a different situation.
Michael and I I don't know if Georgetown has a program, it's called Charms, where you try to figure out who your roommate's going to be. So it's almost like eHarmony for college students.
G-Harmony.
G-Harmony?
I guess
eHarmony. Oh, G-Harmony, yeah. So we both had a profile, and then
we met.
You send messages to each other, and then I think it was Michael who proposed. He's like, do you want to be my roommate?
It's funny because I'm the stronger one.
Yeah, and I remember running up to my brother and my mom was like, should I say yes? Is he going to be a good? I'm like, you know what? He's from DC. He seems like he has everything together. And and I said, yes, we'll be roommates. And then we came here for a summer program, Community Scholars, 2010, July. And it happened to be that Michael was in the same program. And
I was your sweet
mate. Yeah, he was
on
my
top
sweet
of
mate.
that. So it was almost a foreshadowing.
Yeah. And the first time I met him was I was walking through front gates,
and it
was Michael was there with his family, and he's like, "Hey, look at my girlfriend! Look at my girlfriend!" I know, I'm just kidding.
What happened was he was coming to the front gates, and I texted him. He's like, "I'm arriving in the car," and I saw him walking up, and we hugged, and not knowing each other, but I feel like maybe unconsciously, maybe God already,
it was set in stone.
It was already set. Things were set in motion already then and there.
Exactly. Ever since then, we've been best friends. Through all the ups and downs.
Was the cost of Georgetown a deterrent when you were applying?
The cost of yeah. So when I was getting the college acceptance letters, my grandma pretty much said, you're going to, I know you really want to go to the school of your choice, but you have to go where you get the most money. And I said, yeah, I agree, because I don't want my grandma to spend money for college. But she even volunteered to sell her house if she had to send me to college and stuff.
Wow.
And I was like, well, okay, grandma. I'm like, I understand. But she's like, I really want someone in my family to graduate. And then maybe 5 weeks later, we get this thing. Hi, you've been accepted to Georgetown Scholarship Program. And I was like, what is this? And then we open it up, and I was like, wow, that's just, I guess, so my first, I don't know. It was just interesting. They didn't really know me, but yet they still gave me even more than Georgetown University gave me. And I guess that just showed me that this program had more faith in, a lot of faith in me. And I was like, Grandma, I really want to go to Georgetown. And she's like, okay.
For some reason, Georgetown felt that I was worth this. And that motivation just put it over the top that Georgetown is a school I had to come to. And I came full speed ahead. If it wasn't for the scholarship Georgetown gave me, none of this would have been possible.